Today I'm going to show you how to paint your Tecuan sculptural armature. Today I'm going to show you how to start your sculptural armature. Let's get started. You're going to need your paper towel roll, tape, wire, pliers, and scrap paper. The first thing you want to do is cut some strips of tape. Next, you want to get your paper towel tube and a wire. You want to poke a hole through the tube. Make sure when you poke your hole that it's not too close to the bottom. Once you've poked your hole, go ahead and bend your wire so they can become your feet. All you want to do is make sure that's kind of even. And then you want to tape your wire to the tube. Make sure you go in different directions, horizontally and diagonally. Go ahead and get your second wire, and you want to do the same thing on the top of the tube. Next, you're going to get scrap pieces of paper and you're going to stuff the tube halfway with scrap pieces of paper. Once you're done, go ahead and put a strip of tape over it. If you need more tape, continue cutting it. Next, you're going to get scrap pieces of paper and you're going to crumble it into a ball for the head and overlap it with another. Once you have a good sized paper ball, go ahead and tape it to secure it. Now you're going to secure the head on top of your paper towel tube. Again, when you're using the tape, make sure to go in different directions so that way it's nicely and secure. Now you're going to use your pliers to carefully loop the arms and the legs. When you're using your pliers, just apply some pressure and then turn with your wrist. For the legs, you might want to get a little bit closer to the edge and make a smaller ring, and also kind of make sure that they're even. Once you make your rings, you want to go ahead and bend it at the ankle so that way it can stand up later. And there you go. Great job. Today I'm going to show you how to add form to your sculpture armature. Let's get started. You're going to need your sketch, your sculptural armature, tape, scrap pieces of paper, pliers, scissors, and cardboard. We're now going to start to add the form to our sculptural armature. Okay, so always refer back to your sketch when adding the form. Get your tape and cut pieces of tape so that way you have them ready for you to use. You're going to get a scrap piece of paper. You're going to roll it and crumple it into a straw. On the edge of your crumbled paper, you're going to add it on top of your wire and you're going to secure it with tape. Then you're going to fold the extra and wrap it, or continue wrapping it around your arm. And tape it. You're going to add this form to all of your limbs. Once you added form with scrap pieces of paper and tape them onto the arms and legs, you can use your pliers to adjust the placement of your arms and legs before taping the joints. Now we're going to start to build out the head of our Tecuan figure. We're going to start to add ears, the nose, and the mouth. You're going to use cardboard and your scissors to cut these out. So I'm going to first cut out the general shape of my ears out of the cardboard. To give my ears forms, I'm going to crumble pieces of paper and tape it onto my cardboard. Now I'm going to add my ears to my head with tape. Make sure that you secure it with a lot of tape. Once you're done with your ears, you can continue with the nose and the mouth. Once you're done taping your cardboard pieces to your face, go ahead and make sure that all the tape is nicely secured onto your armature. Give it a good squeeze. Great job. Today I'm going to show you how to add plaster gauze to your sculptural armature. Let's get started. You're going to need your plaster gauze station and your armature. You're going to wrap the plaster gauze onto your armature, and to do that you first need to grab a piece of gauze, dip it in water, and squeeze all the excess water out and maintain it wrinkle free. While you do that, go ahead and then drape it over your armature and then smooth it out to get all the excess water off. You're going to do this entire process to cover up your armature. As you're smoothing it out, make sure you get into the grooves and crevices of your armature. Once you're done adding the plaster gauze, go ahead and just smooth it out. Try to wring out all the excess water. There you have it. Good job. Today I'm going to show you how to paint your Tecuan sculptural armature. Let's get started. You're going to need your painting station, your sculptural armature, a mixing palette and a paintbrush, your colored in sketch, and some paint markers. The very first thing that you're going to do is refer to your sketch as to what colors you're going to be using to paint your sculptural armature. You want to paint the base color first. If you need to mix any of your colors, please use the mixing palette. Once you're done painting the base colors of your Tecuan, you can use the paint markers to add in your patterns and small little details. When using the paint markers, make sure to shake it well, and if you need to press down on the marker, use your messy mat. There you have it. Good job.